Here with offensive lineman Isaiah Ybarra as the Demons get ready for week number 2, trip up to Minnesota. But Isaiah, we got to spend a little time talking about last Thursday. What was that like? What was the game like? The lead up to it, in it. Give me some overall thoughts on your experience on last Thursday and the win against Alcorn.
Yeah, I mean, we were preparing for a while now. Guys had the mindset that not if we win, but when we win. And I think that's something that like we didn't say last year. That was something that we didn't have that kind of mentality going into each week, and having that winning mentality, despite what past outcomes were, like that just fed into our confidence, and all of us were confident going out there. All of us were trying to just hit somebody in the mouth. Like guys were ready to just play. And I think leading up to that, we were all just it was all just the mentality, how we prepared. It was all positive and confidence building.
Where do you think that change in mindset maybe came from? You said you really felt like it wasn't maybe there a lot of times last year going into that week one. Where do you think that came from? How did it build and all that leading up to it?
I would say the leadership council this year is drastically different from last year. I was a part of last year's and this year's, and the guys that we have on there are definitely different in their mentality towards this school. And I think the whole team's mentality towards the school for like loving the school, and that was something that we didn't have, is that love for the school and the fact that we needed to do this not just for us but for the school. And overall, that's what really fed it.
Coach has talked a lot during preseason camp about the toughness factor. You guys did the 9 nights of toughness, and that 10th night came last Thursday. For you as an offensive lineman, though, when it came to the fourth quarter and we got the ball back, and in a lot of ways we needed a drive, we needed something to cement things. What was the mindset going into that drive that led to Ryan's touchdown? In a lot of ways, ice the game.
Yeah.
As the offensive line, what went into that, and how did you sort of reset and say, hey, we need to get this job done and finish it off?
Yeah, definitely. As an O line, like it starts with us, and we knew that going into the game, and obviously that showed in the beginning of the game. And if I'm being honest, it kind of faded once we got that lightning delay and stuff like that. But we came back out that fourth quarter, like you said, and we put that drive together just because we were on the side before we got out there saying it starts with us. Like we have to get this, we have to get our minds right so that everybody else's minds are right. And nobody is touching our running back or our quarterback, because that's wrong for us to do. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, we just came back out with the mentality that we started with. We just need to maintain that the entire game.
I know you wanted, when Maya took the handoff, I think it was a 3-yard line. They called him just short. We could look at the replay all day or whatever angles and everything. But the play was called to your side. You got sort of a lead block, and probably one of the most aggressive pancake blocks that I've seen. Do you remember that play, and kind of talk me through how that went?
Oh, yeah, it was great. I mean, it was great. I felt great. Laid the guy out. But, I mean, I did my job, and my job is just to get Mayan in the end zone. I mean, whether it was called in or out, the ball was in there. And that's my job as an offensive lineman, to get my running back and my quarterback there. And so I felt like I did my job.
When Ryan scored and we went up 20-10, still a little bit of time left. How much faith did you have that with the way the defense had played, that the game was pretty much over?
Oh, yeah. I had plenty of faith. Like, I knew they were going to take care of business. They were taking care of business the whole game. Maybe sometimes when we weren't, they were. And this defense is like a defense that I know I could rely on and rest on the sideline knowing that they're going to take care of business each and every time they're out there.
So as we move into this week, what's been the mood over the past few days through the celebrations and everything, that knowing, hey, we accomplished our first goal. You know, win that first game.
Mhm.
But obviously, I know some things we want to improve on and get better as we head into Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, definitely that game was needed for the school and for this town, really. And we knew that going into the game, and we love all the love that we're getting from everybody. And now it's just flipping that switch. Is like we need to get ready for the next. Yeah, sure, it's been forever since we last won a game, but we need to keep going, or else that's when complacency sits in, and then that's just rat poison, like Nick Saban said.
Isaiah, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, sir.